Any rule that limits our flexibility, I'm not as much in favor of. I'm hoping that nobody, because of the rule, gets injured or gets hurt. Strategy is sacred. That's what A's VP Billy Beane, Nats manager Davey Martinez, and New Angels manager Joe Maddon, respectively, had to say about new rules that are coming to baseball in 2020. From changes to roster construction to bullpen usage, Major League Baseball is going to look a little different this year, and it's going to create new decisions for managers and executives. So, how would that work? First, perhaps the most controversial rule change for 2020 is what's being dubbed the three-batter minimum. It's not really a three-batter minimum, but as the rule states, a pitcher must either face at least 3 batters or pitch to the end of the half inning. The purpose of this rule is to eliminate the inaction and time spent bringing in a new pitcher, which can sometimes mean a new pitcher for each batter if managers are concerned with platoon pitching. But as Maddon stated, he thinks this limits his managerial flexibility. Length of the game has nothing to do with baseball or why it's interesting or not, Maddon told SI. The thing I would never interfere with is strategy, and to me, the 3-batter rule interferes with strategy. Say you're in a tight game with 2 outs and a man on in the bottom of the 6th. Your starter got the first 2 outs of the inning, but you decide to bring in a reliever for the final out. If he doesn't get that final out right away, the pitcher will be forced to remain in the game until the inning ends or he's faced at least 3 batters. And it's not only a strategy concern. Managers are also concerned that relievers could be risking injury by being forced to pitch in situations where they previously would have been removed. Next, active rosters are in for a change. Rosters will increase by 1 player from 25 to 26 on game day and from 26 to 27 for doubleheaders. Rosters will drop from a maximum of 40 players down to 28 during September call-ups. Along with this rule, there will be a maximum number of pitchers on a roster, probably 13, but MLB has not yet announced that standard. Gone are the days of September baseball in which a manager trotted out a new pitcher and a new hitter for every matchup imaginable. Third, player designations. With the rise of the two-way player, the pitching-hitting Shohei Ohtanis and Brendan McKays of the world, Major League Baseball is now requiring labels. Roster spots will be designated as pitcher, position player, or two-way player. A two-way player is classified as a player with 1 season of at least 20 innings pitched and 20 games started with 3 plate appearances or more as a position player or DH. Why the need to designate players? Obviously, it will help teams adhere to the cap on the number of pitchers on their roster. But more importantly, it'll be used to follow another new rule designed to discourage managers from using position players to pitch. Starting in 2020, position players can only pitch if they're a two-way player, if the game is in extra innings, or if they're winning or losing by more than 6 runs. And finally, the injured list. The 10-day IL will remain for position players, but will increase to 15 days for pitchers. So there you have it. Will two-way players continue to make their way to the bigs? Will the pitching minimum result in the desired pace changes, or will it ultimately prove to be a detriment to the game? Beane, Martinez, and Maddon have already voiced frustrations over the rule changes, but they have no choice but to follow them in 2020, and that's how it would work.